Welcome, listeners. On this episode, ex-con accused of fatally stabbing a woman in Harlem apartment with her three kids home. That and more starts right now on Chris Talks. Let's get into it.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What's up? What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Chris Talks. Can I get some background here, Ed? Thank you. All right, let's turn this down a little bit. All right. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed. Now, let me stop. All right. Anyway, everybody, welcome to another episode of Chris Talks. I am your host, the most, Chris. All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into the story right quick. And this story is about an ex-con who was accused of fatally stabbing a woman in an apartment in Harlem with her three kids at home. Some real crazy-ish, right? Yo, I'm telling you, Ed, the stuff people do is bugged out. Just straight up bugged out. Is bugged out. Bugged out. Really bugged out. Anyway, everybody, welcome back. Because we had to take that break, right? Yeah, we took a break, school break. So welcome back, all my listeners and everybody. Y'all know what to do. The links and everything is right there on your screen. You know what I'm doing? Like, share, and subscribe. All right, you guys? I really do appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the story, right? Let's get into the story. Okay, hey, play that story. Let's get into the story. I want to hear this. Okay? Hit me with it.
An ex-con is accused of fatally stabbing a woman during a family dispute inside the East Harlem apartment they shared while three children were present, police said Sunday. Carmelo Castillo, 36, is charged with murder, manslaughter, assault, criminal possession of a weapon and endangering the welfare of a child after he allegedly stabbed Marisol Duran in their shared East 112th Street apartment near Lexington Avenue early Saturday. It remains unclear how Castillo was related to the victim. Officers discovered Duran, who had been repeatedly stabbed, on the 14th floor of her apartment around 6:20 a.m. on Saturday. She was rushed to NYC Health Plus Hospitals, Metropolitan, where she was pronounced dead. The three children present, ages 13, 12, and 4, were not physically hurt, the Daily News reported. One neighbor told the paper that a couple with young boys moved into the apartment during the COVID-19 pandemic. They argued a lot, one neighbor, Lisa Johnson, said. I cried when I found out about it. They have children. Sources told the Daily News that Castillo has a criminal history stretching back to 2007, with several drug-related busts and an arrest for assault in 2013. He was sentenced to state prison twice. Once for attempted assault in 2016 and again for weapon possession in 2019. Castillo was sentenced to 2.5 to 5 years in prison on the weapon charge and was released in 2021. Public records show he completed his parole.
Wow. That's crazy. Oh, my goodness. Ed, are you serious? This guy is an ex-con. And they let him stay in their house. And then he murdered them. Wow. That had to be hard for those children to deal with. They're going to need some serious counseling. The fact that they was on hand, they was on point when they was at the house when this happened. That is really, really tragic. And the one who's the youngest is the one who's going to have to deal with the most trauma, I believe. I don't know. I don't know. I think they're all going to really have to deal with some serious trauma. They're all going to need some serious counseling. And these are people who were nice enough to open their doors to this person during the COVID pandemic. And this is what they got for trying to help somebody out. People, listen. Sometimes we feel like we want to help everybody. We can't. Sometimes we feel like we want to help family members. Sometimes we want to feel like we want to help our friends. Sometimes we feel like we want to just help strangers and all that stuff. I'm not saying not to. What I'm saying is you can't help everybody. You can't. You just can't. No matter how bad you want to, sometimes you can't. Sometimes we in messed up situations and we can't help nobody, but we try to. And sometimes this is the result of us trying to. My condolences to that family, everybody here at Chris Talks. Our condolences, me, my staff, condolences to that family. That is a really sad story, but you gotta really be careful who you let in your home. Everybody you cannot let in your home because everybody is not out to do you good. There are some people out here that will do you dirty. They just need to get you in the right spot. And that's it. And some of them will talk their ways right into your house. You just gotta try not to allow that to happen, especially when you have children. You have to be very careful of who you let in your house when you have children, because sometimes you think you know somebody, you don't. You don't. Trust me, you don't. Let me tell you something. The best way to know somebody, and the way that you really, really get to know how somebody is, live with them. Live with them. If they a fronter for 24 hours, then kudos to them. But if you want to see the real somebody, live with them. And I'm going to tell you this. Half the time, you ain't going to like it. You going to think this person is the best. This person is mad good. This is a kind-hearted person. Live with that person. And your view will probably change. Right? Let's get into this second story. Ed, hit that second story. This second story takes us to Kansas. All right? But before I present that story, y'all know what to do. Check out them links up on your screen. Like, share, and all that good stuff. If you like this content, like, share, hit that notification button. If you like this content, let me know. And I definitely would like to hear your comments. I definitely would like to hear them because I actually do read those. I'm starting to now, right, Ed? Tell him, Ed, I actually started to read the comments. I'm starting to get into it. I'm not just doing the mic no more. I'm trying to get into all this other stuff that everybody else around here is doing. All these dang on people walking around, I don't know what the hell they doing behind my back. Scared in the mug, boy. Shit. Hell no. All right, let's get into the second story. This second story brings us to where? Kansas City. All right, and this one is about a black teen who was shot after going into the wrong house to pick up his little brother. Can you imagine that? You made a mistake and a ninja killing you? Come on, man. This is sad. What's with all these senseless killings, man? Ridiculous. Hey, hit the story.
Kansas City. Mo. Kansas City police are working to quickly prepare evidence for the Clay County prosecutor in the shooting of a black teenager who was trying to pick up his younger brothers from a friend's house Thursday. I want everyone to know that I am listening. Police Chief Stacey Graves said Sunday at a news conference at Kansas City Police Headquarters downtown. And I understand the concern we are receiving from the community. The Kansas City Star reported the 16-year-old boy, who family members have identified online as Ralph Yarl, was hospitalized Thursday night after he was shot while trying to pick up his younger twin brothers. Police said he went to the wrong house and was shot there. Officials would not confirm the number of times the homeowner shot the victim or where his injuries were. Police haven't identified the shooter or his race. Information that officials have now does not point to the crime being racially motivated. But Graves said that aspect also remains under investigation. This is not something that has been dismissed, marginalized, diminished in any way. This is something that is getting the full attention of the Kansas City Police Department, she said, according to CBS Kansas City. Mo. Affiliate KCTV. Investigators also will consider whether or not the suspect was protected within the Stand Your Ground laws. Graves said. Police initially said Jarl was in stable condition but had a life-threatening injury. His current condition has not been released. Other than he is stable. Graves said Sunday that the homeowner who allegedly shot the teen was taken into custody Thursday and placed on a 24-hour hold. While searching the scene for evidence, detectives found the firearm allegedly used. Law enforcement released the suspect pending further investigation after consulting with the Clay County Prosecutor's Office. Missouri law allows a person to be held up to 24 hours for a felony investigation. At that point, the person must be released or arrested and formally charged. In order to arrest someone, law enforcement needs a formal victim statement, forensic evidence and other information for a case file to be completed. Graves said, because of the teen's injuries. Graves said police haven't been able to get a victim statement. Mayor Quinton Lucas, who attended the news conference, said the police department understands the community's concern that the shooting could be racially motivated. He said some members of the police department attended a protest Sunday in the neighborhood where the shooting took place to listen to community members' concerns. This is not something that has been dismissed, marginalized or diminished in any way. This is something that is getting the full attention of the Kansas City Police Department. Lucas said. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump told the Star on Sunday that his Florida-based law firm has been retained by the teen's family. You can't just shoot people without having justification when somebody comes knocking on your door, and knocking on your door is not justification. This guy should be charged, Crump said. Crump has represented the families in several high-profile cases including Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown, as well as Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. He said the homeowner initially shot the teen in the head and then a second time after the boy fell to the ground. The family also has retained Lee Merritt, a Texas-based civil rights attorney who has previously represented the family of Cameron Lamb, who was fatally shot by KCPD Detective Eric DeValconaire in 2019. Crump said based on what he was told by the teen's family, the shooter is white. It is inescapable not to acknowledge the racial dynamics at play, he said. Jarl meant to pick up his brothers from a friend's house on 115th Terrace. He ended up ringing the doorbell at a home on 115th Street. Faith Spoonmore, the teen's aunt, wrote online. She wrote that her nephew Ralph Paul Jarl was on his way to pick up his twin younger brothers from their friend's house a few blocks away from his house. He didn't have his phone. He mistakenly went to the wrong house, 1 block away from the house where his siblings were. He pulled into the driveway and rang the doorbell. The man in the home opened the door, looked my nephew in the eye, and shot him in the head. My nephew fell to the ground, and the man shot him again. Ralph was then able to get up and run to the neighbor's house, looking for help. Unfortunately, he had to run to 3 different homes before someone finally agreed to help him after he was told to lie on the ground with his hands up. Kansas City police officers said they responded to the area around 10 p.m. Even though he is doing well physically, he has a long road ahead mentally and emotionally. Spoonmore wrote in a GoFundMe she started to raise money for Jarl's medical bills and other expenses.
Wow. Wow. You believe that joint, man? And y'all believe this? Can you really believe this? Of course this was racial profiling. Come on. Of course it was racial. A black boy walked up to the door. White man got scared. Shot him in the head and then shot him again. Come on, people. Let's go. Why can't this man be charged? Why should he not be charged? Let me tell you something. There is no justification for shooting somebody who rings your bell. Okay? If that's the case, we shouldn't have no damn mailman. 'Cause everybody be ready to pop the mailman. I mean, this guy just saw, to me, it's a racial thing. He saw some black kid ring his bell. Only thing that man had to do was just open the door and say, wrong house. That's it. That's all he had to do. Was open the door and say, you at the wrong house. Why are you just going to shoot right through the door? Because he did open the door at first. He shot right through the door. Right through the door. Okay? Right through the damn door. And then opened it and shot him again. Come on. You going to tell me that has nothing to do with race? Because after he shot him the first time, he opened the door. He saw a black kid. That's what he saw. And he decided to let off another one. Like, come on. And I guarantee you the boy was no threat. No threat at all. No threat. I bet you the boy wasn't no threat because the only thing he was going to do was pick up his brothers. That's all he was going to do, was pick up his family member. That's it. Pick up his family member. Nothing else. He didn't go over there on no beef joint. He didn't go over there on no, I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get that one. I'm going to do this. Da-da-da-da-da. He went there to pick up his twin young brothers. Okay? That's it. They saying that this type of things like this happen a lot in Kansas. I don't know. I will look further into that. But if this is something that happens a lot in Kansas, where black people are always getting shot like that, I mean, come on. That is something that needs to really, really heavily be investigated. Because this is ridiculous. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Ding dong. Bow. That's it. That's it. Hey, I'm here to pick up my... Hey, you guys. I'm here to pick up somebody. And a mug just pull out and pop you. And you there to pick somebody up? Come on, people. This is not right. This person needs to be held accountable for it. If this person did not have a gun license, they need to be charged for it. Okay? If I was in the law, I would charge this guy with attempted murder. That's what the DA should, that's the charges I think should be brought to him. He needs to be charged with attempted murder. Stand your ground law, I don't think, will protect him. I don't think so. Because I don't think the kid was a threat. Why would the kid be or pose a threat if he's coming to pick up his younger brother? I doubt it. I don't know. You guys, y'all let me know what y'all think. Okay? Leave your comments in the comment section. All right, everybody. Our prayers and go out to this little boy. Did he die from? No, he didn't die. No, he didn't die. Okay. Okay, so yeah, he didn't die. So our prayers go out to him. Really hope that he makes a full recovery. But I mean, people, listen. This is. I'm sorry to say this, but this is how hate starts. In a way, this is how hate starts. Because now this young man is not going to trust knocking on anybody's door. No. And if the man was white, like they said he was, if he was a high yellow mellow, then yeah, he's going to be afraid of the high yellow mellow people. I would be. Light skinned guy, pop me. I'm going to be afraid of all light skinned people. I don't know what you got. That's just me. It's my opinions that I'm giving y'all. That's what I do. I give y'all my opinion. You know? And y'all comment on it. Comment on it. All right? I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm going to end this. We can end it right now, right, Ed? We good, right? 'Cause I don't have nothing else to say about this. But this guy going to jail and sitting in there for attempted murder. That's what I think should happen in this situation. Definitely should happen. There should definitely be some charges brought against this man. Because I don't think this guy was trying to do anything at all. Hit me up. All the links are right there on your screen. Check out our Facebook channel where we post up inspiring messages. Check them out. They're pretty good. Ed does it. So check it out. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank you for listening. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I appreciate that. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, I'll see you guys later.